It was working earlier. I did a quick test and then watched the broadcast.
Sweet.
I went live for like 10 seconds.
I think we should be live. Nice. Let's see.
I don't think this is going to be enough coffee. I might have to get up in the middle of the stream and make you be the host.
Oh man, I don't know if I can do that.
You'll be fine.
I don't think so.
You got this.
Word.
You got this. All right. So welcome everybody to Techtopia TV's A Week in Technology. This is episode 53.
Jeez.
It's been probably 3-4 months since we streamed last.
And we've done just over a year's worth of shows.
Yes.
53 weeks.
Yep. So yeah, cheers to everybody. We got, what do you call it? This is the first time in almost a year, or actually probably a little over a year, that we've streamed to Twitch.
Yeah, well, I've been doing YouTubes, so we're gonna try something a little different.
That idiot over there thinks that streaming to Twitch would be better. So
yeah, I said it'd give us more exposure.
So we'll see if we get more exposure.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, let me
see what happens.
Let me figure out how to do this now, because I'm used to the YouTubes now. Where's pooping out the chat? There's pooping out the chat. Are we streaming? Because my preview's not showing.
Oh yeah, it's on mine.
Is it? Maybe I gotta refresh this.
Yeah, you gotta refresh it. Twitch is crap like that.
There it is.
We're live.
Okay, can I pause the preview?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, the button's like not centered.
Yeah, it's Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch is so much better already. Hell.
Mm-hmm. You pooped out the chat twice.
It's a lot of pooping of chats.
I know, right?
All right. So there we go. I got the chat pooped out. We're ready to go. All right. So anyway, for those that don't know, what we do is we talk about technology that's happened in the past week, and we're going to go back to doing this every week, Wednesday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, yes. I always forget the Eastern time because I think that
Eastern... Yeah, we're worldwide.
East Coast is the only place that matters. But anyway, so we talk about gaming news first, hardware news for like as far as any kind of hardware really, anything technology hardware related. So it could technically be consoles if there's ever anything that's actually worth talking about. But it's mostly PC hardware, but I'm sure I'll be talking about any kind of, new drones or camera crap that I think is worthy of talking about. It depends. We'll see what happens. Anything tech. And then we do general tech news, which is usually where stuff like Amazon trying their new weird drone or their new sky warehouses, which I don't know if you've seen that one yet.
Yeah, the drone warehouse.
Yeah, where it's like a big blimp floating over top of a city, and then the little drones pick up shit and drop them off. Like,
that's the stupidest idea I've ever heard of.
Some World of War crap going on there.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess you don't have to pay for retail space then, but
I was watching a show similar to
expensive
this.
And super.
Actually, I think it was Linus's show. They were talking about it, and they said that the very first thing that that came to their minds were like air pirates. Like people having like little pirate, like air pirate things or whatever, flying in and raiding the floating warehouse.
Well, I don't think it's going to be unmanned.
Well, no, it's not going to be unmanned, but neither are ships that pirates take over.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing as someone going and robbing a warehouse.
Yeah, I know, but that's what he's saying. He's just saying there's going to be people just flying in and like taking over the freaking airship and riding off. I don't know. It'll happen.
Amazon One has been stolen.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, has there been? Well, shit, it's been so long. Has there been any new tech with you?
Yeah.
Since the last show we did.
I got my new keyboard that you reviewed. The K70 RGB Rapid Fire. So fast.
Yeah.
And then I got your old Razer Death Adder Chroma. So I'm all RGB'd out, yo.
That's right.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I got the G403 Prodigy by Logitech. I'm going to be doing a review on that here probably, hopefully, Friday, since I'm off. I was off for 11 days. I go back to work for 3 days, and then I get a 3-day weekend.
You suck.
Yeah, it worked out pretty nice in my favor.
Indeed.
But I think that's about it. Oh, no. I got this as well.
Oh, the little lens?
Yeah, my new little 25 millimeter f1.7 prime lens. So it's basically
Nice.
equal to if you're Canon fans or whatever. It's like the Nifty 50 for micro four thirds. So should be good to go. I was
Yeah,
messing
I
around with
don't
it,
know.
but
I think we did a show, but I got my I bought a TV. I thought we did that.
no, yeah, we haven't done a show in forever, dude.
Yeah, I don't remember. Well,
Let's
yeah.
put it this way: my last notes that I had was for November 23rd, and we didn't do the show.
So yeah, we probably
And we
could.
didn't
But
do a show 2 or 3 weeks prior to that one. So I think it's
yeah,
been since October that we did a show.
yeah, it was early November. I got it. So yeah, I bought a 40-inch 4K TV that I hooked up to my computer.
Is it good?
Yeah, no, it's really good. The only thing that pisses me off though is when it's hooked up to my computer. For some reason, uh, 4 displays on the GTX 970 at like CS:GO or high frame rates. It's like probably like a 10 to 15 millisecond pause. Like it just freezes and it's super annoying. Like
Like
it kills mouse input and everything. I don't
like
know what it is.
like over and over again, or just like
Yeah,
once?
no, it's constant. Like every few seconds. It's really annoying. So I just have to unplug it. Like it's not just that TV because I was thinking, oh, maybe it's 4K and it's displaying that many pixels. But no, if I unplug 1080p display and leave the 4K display, you know, it's fine. If I unplug the 1080p, or the 4K display, it's fine. Three monitors is fine. That fourth one has that 10 millisecond pause. It's like a
That's
freeze. It's really
so
weird.
weird.
Yeah. So I say eventually I'm going to add a second card or something just to run that, which kind of sucks. So maybe the TI will come out and it'll support like mad displays and I'll get rid of the issue that I'm having. We'll see.
That was really
See what
weird.
happens.
Everything kind of like freaked out. I just want to be able to see the stats.
Oh, word.
See if there's anybody watching. All right.
Well, why don't you not poop out the chat?
Because it's way over there.
You can scroll over.
Then I miss all that stuff over on this side. I don't know if that matters. Anyway, whatever. All right. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I don't think I have any other cool techie things.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, my son's computer died.
Yeah.
R.I.P. But yeah, I think the Asus
Sandy
board
Bridge.
just took a shit.
So. Yeah, I think so. That's what it seemed like to me. When it initially happened, I was thinking it was either power supply or the board. So
ruled out the power supply. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, oh well, whatever. I gotta contact that guy on eBay.
Tabby Lake.
Nope. I gotta contact that guy on eBay and ask him about it.
5 gigahertz overclock video. Let's do it. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. For a video.
It's already been done by like all the big guys. Everybody already knows it's capable of doing it. So.
Yeah, it would still be fun.
Just a video. It's just too much money. I mean, hell, just the boards are like $250. I think the chip is like $320 something.
Nah, it's like 200, 220 something like that. Yeah, yeah, it's normal i5 pricing.
The i7 one.
Yeah, the i7 is like 350, but no, just an i5 7600K. Get that. Get a board. I don't know. I thought people were saying you can use the 170Z or Z170, whatever it is. I can't even remember.
Probably.
But I mean, because it's the same chip, so who knows?
So why did they come out with a Z270 boards then? If it's
same thing same thing they did with the Sandy Bridge and Ivy Bridge. Well, technically, there was some upgrades there too. Like it went to PCI 3.0,
So maybe there's some upgrades
some
on
other
this,
SATAs and stuff. I
like the
mean,
newer
maybe some
3.1
minor
USB
stuff.
and all that kind of crap.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, just minor things like that. So I'm sure like updated, you know, audio and network card and all that crap. So, but yep, that's it. Same old, same old.
Yep. Alrighty, let's go ahead and go run through the articles real quick, I guess. For gaming news, we have Arcane claims Prey will launch flawlessly. Mass Effect Andromeda coming March 21st, 2017. Countdown or hardware news, we have countdown to Vega architecture preview on their website. They have a countdown clock going. G-Skill pushes new DDR4 Trident Z series to 4266 megahertz.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy. HyperX is announcing 3 new gaming peripherals at CES. Kingston launches a 1 terabyte and 2 terabyte portable SSD, I guess is what it would be technically, at CES as well. Acer Predator X 21-inch curved gaming laptop at CES, which
Yeah.
I saw a like a little GIF or something of Linus typing away on it and playing around with it, but it looks fucking huge.
Was it a 21-inch
Yeah, I
monitor?
know, it's
Like,
gigantic. Logitech reveals the G533 headset. And in regular tech news, I got Amazon Echo may be a witness to a murder.
oh, snap.
All right. I don't know if we'll get to that one, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see.
Alrighty then. I don't think I'm gonna play the intro.
You gotta play it.
It's retarded.
Do it.
I gotta redo it.
Do it.
No, I gotta redo it.
No, do it.
I gotta redo it.
Oh,
Fine.
come on. Gotta do it. Yes.
It's so loud. It's so much louder than
Sit.
us talking. Yeah, I mean it's 0 decibels. I mean it's obviously it's. I mean the audio is fine, but it's just gonna be louder than us talking right now. All right, so
So
headphone users,
turn it down a
turn
bit.
it down just a little bit. Let's see if it works.
This is A Week in Technology with Techtopia TV, bringing you the latest
there,
news in
that's
gaming,
Now
hardware,
we're talking
and
over it.
general technology. Live every Wednesday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Ooh,
Oh, it's weird that you can't hear it. I figured you'd be able to
Yeah.
hear it. Yes.
it was working though.
But I did listen on the stream, and it is the audio is there. So
I thought I heard something. I didn't know if it was coming from your headphone or what it was coming. I think it may have been playing from your headphone into your mic because I heard something for a second.
Oh, it was pretty quiet. I doubt it.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I heard something for a second, like the little horns. You see this? Are you noticing this?
What?
I have 177 dropped frames.
Interesting. 1.7%.
No, just 0.7%.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's Skype is pixelated, so there's probably a few little frames. Though, is that like 3 seconds? Oh, 30 frames. Yeah, so it's like a lot.
That's really weird. I wonder why it's doing that.
I mean, it just happened once, so
I don't get any dropped frames when we stream to YouTube.
let's go back to YouTube.
Just saying. I'm just saying. We'll see what happens at the end. All right. So anyway,
I give pros and cons for both.
yeah, I know. I'm just curious to see if it goes up.
Oh, the frame count, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let's jump into the first one. All right, so Arcane says that Prey will be flawless on PC at launch. Now, if you don't know, Arcane is known for Dishonored and Dishonored 2. And as you know, if you pay attention at all, Dishonored 2 was not very good on the launch on PC.
Yeah, the PC port sucked.
Yeah, they had some major issues, frame rate, horrible frame rate drops, mouse stuttering, and worse, it says even when running at lower than recommended settings. it was having these issues.
Yeah.
Patches have addressed most of the issues, but memories of launch day frustrations tend to linger, which isn't really true because people pre-order the hell out of shit, and the game is horrible at the beginning, and then they're like, this is going to be the end of Ubisoft, and yet Ubisoft is still around.
So Ubisoft has been doing really good lately.
They have been doing good lately, but I'm just going back and saying that frustration that lingers. Like they think that's going to affect the sales of this game, which it's not.
Mm-hmm. I bought it, as you saw, but I bought it on one of those deals. Follow Reddit game deals, get some good deals. I think that was $20. It's the hard copy, I guess, but whatever. I haven't yet to play it, yet to even open it, but one day, like I keep saying, I'm gonna stream and play some games.
That should be your first game. That's your first game.
Really?
You're gonna play that game
I was
first.
thinking the next one too. I gotta go through that series because I haven't played through them either.
What?
I have 1 through 3, I think, or 1 through 2 at least. 1 and 2.
What?
I think I have 3.
Assassin's Creed?
No, the Mass Effect.
Oh, you're trying to segue already. Damn.
No, I wasn't trying to segue. I'm kind of done with this though. But yeah. I mean, being bug free or what was it, flawless is a very bold statement. Of course, he's a PR guy, I'm sure. So, actually, what was his name? I can't even remember.
Raphael Colantonio.
Who is that?
He's a co-creative director.
Yeah.
He's not PR.
So he's kind of PR. So at least he's whatever.
But still, you never make claims like that. Just be honest.
Yeah.
Be honest, like CD Projekt Red, and just be like, hey, we're going to make this game that we think is totally awesome, and we know that you guys will like it too. It's probably going to be fucked up on day one, but we'll fix it. Just be honest.
Did they really say that?
No, not necessarily to that degree.
Yeah, it's just like
CD Projekt Red, the people that make Witcher series, is probably the most transparent developer I have ever seen in my life. Like, they will flat out come right out and say, look.
I don't know. I think Valve is.
All right, we're going to end the stream there.
That bombshell?
Yeah, that whole mess with Counter-Strike, I didn't even follow it. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about.
I don't even know.
Unless you're talking about Half-Life 3.
All of the above.
Okay.
Yeah,
no, there was some that crap that was going on. Of course, now we're going on a tangent again. But that crap that was going on with Counter-Strike, where I guess the Counter-Strike servers were down for like 24 hours, and there was like zero, like nobody was saying a word about it.
Yeah.
Like Valve didn't even say, "Hey, our shit's messed up right now, but we'll be
working
back
on it."
Yeah. They just did not say anything for like 24 hours or more.
Well, the two Valve employees that work on CSGO were on vacation, enjoying that skin money in the Bahamas or wherever.
Yeah,
so.
And the only person that actually tweeted out saying that that it was being worked on was an ex-Valve employee that used to be a developer for CSGO. Doesn't work for him anymore.
Probably text this dude. He's like, "Yo, what's going on with this?" He's like, "Oh, we're working on it. Yeah,
we're working on it. Just on it. Let me finish this martini."
Martini or mojito or something in the Caribbean, Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, no. So, I mean, I expect launch games to not be perfect, but it's kind of weird how how they go through and saying how, like in this article, they talk about how, they developed, or I can't remember what engine it is, but the engine for Dishonored 2, they kind of like developed it. And that's why there were so many bugs. But it's like, I don't know if it's like they put these deadlines and they just don't finish them in time, or if they just don't test them. I mean, it makes no sense. I mean, I don't understand it. So, I mean, I'd love to, hear some insight, even off the record, whatever, from behind the scenes, what's actually going on. But most likely, they have these big things with E3 and, release in blah blah blah, so now they're stuck to that date and then they just don't finish it in time. That's
Right.
more of what I think, and then they just fix it after the fact.
The thing that's been pissing me off though lately about like just in general of games and how things are going is that you get these early access games that come out on Steam and they have paid DLC.
Arc.
That is something
Yeah.
that should not exist.
Oh, I agree completely. Yeah, Arc
Holy
is like
hell! I'm like, how
even
on earth do you
Arc.
even
It
allow
was
them to
Arc,
post
Arc
that?
again. Yeah, that did the farm animal thing where it's like, oh, if we win this award, we'll release this patch for this thing that we're trying to win.
Yeah,
It's like, what? How are you trying to win something for a feature you don't even have released yet? That makes no sense.
mm-hmm.
At least that's what it sounded like to me.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, vote us to win the award, and then once
and
we
we'll
win the
release
award,
an update once we win it. It's like, jeez, super scummy. Just like was it people talking about? I don't know if it was like a video or an article I read or something like that. Was it E3 or some other gaming or PAX? I think it was PAX, where Arc, like an early access game, had the biggest booth out of like everything there.
Mhm.
It's like ridiculous.
Yep.
I mean, I do
they have all
agree.
that money.
Early access is good, but it's got to be like
To a point, early access is good. Because I mean, a
Yeah.
lot of the early access games that I've played, I've actually enjoyed.
Yeah, I mean, Daisy.
Ark was
I
not
think-
one of them, though. That was a big.
Is that the
mistake
original?
behind that. DayZ was like the original early access game.
Yeah, I mean, it's still fun.
Well,
4 years later, 3
technically,
years later.
well, Minecraft was kind of the original early access game because you could buy you bought it and played it back in alpha 0.12 or some shit like that.
Yeah, that was true. So
I think that's probably the most successful early access game ever made.
I mean, there has been some good ones like
Oh yeah, but just not on the scale of Minecraft. I mean, they have like freaking action
Minecraft
figures and
is
shit you can buy now.
ridiculous.
It's a fun
Yeah.
freaking game though. I don't care.
I
I love starting a new town and or a new game and just trying to like get the beginning aspects of it, and then I'm like bored.
that early survival. Yeah,
And
then
I
it's
want
just
to start
building.
over again.
Yeah. So it's like, you want to build like this massive thing, and then you spend all this time doing it, but it's like, what's the point?
Yeah,
It's just weird.
that's why I just enjoy the beginning stages. Like I enjoy like starting
Survival.
off and being like, oh my god, we gotta find a place to stay for the first night or whatever, and then you scramble out around to try to get everything, and then once you get everything, you're kind of like, now what? Like I mean, now you're
diamond everything.
Yeah.
And this and that.
it's
so.
pretty much just time to like start building a huge structure, but it's like, why do I want to do that? I don't want to sit here and waste my time just building a freaking structure. I mean, it's fun, and some of the shit that people build is ridiculous.
Yeah. It's just
But-
just using your creative side, I guess. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of the same thing. I get to that same point. A lot of games are like that, though. I mean, it's fun initially, and then you get to a certain point, it's like, oh, okay. Once you get to the grind aspect of it, or
Mhm.
you're like, okay, I'm over it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, no.
But yeah,
I guess back to my original point. I guess they're saying praise on the Cry engine. So even though they're doing a lot of new stuff with it, they know that what happened last time, so they're going to be ready for it. It's like, this isn't your first video game. You should know what's going on. I mean, yeah, there's going to be unexpected things. We kind of expect that, but to run just piss poor initially, either you didn't have enough time or you didn't do
isn't
any
it technically
QA for it.
like a continuation of System Shock or something?
Yeah, it's like a reboot or something.
Yeah.
Or it's the same style game. I guess there was a Prey back in the day or something. It's like a reboot.
It's a reboot, but
Something that's weird.
different. I don't know. But anyway, it's like they say
Yeah.
that it's like a System Shock style. So if you liked the game System Shock, which I still haven't played that, and I know a lot of people say that it's an awesome game, but now it's kind
I
of
guess it's like Half-Life 1.
it's
like
kind of
old.
aged though.
Yeah.
But apparently it's like that. So if you liked System Shock, then you'll like this game most likely. It does look pretty cool. I'm really kind of pretty interested. I
I'm
remember seeing
definitely-
the trailer at I think E3, right? Yeah, when we did the E3 show.
Yeah, it's like some spacey style game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I don't know. I'm interested in it. Just like older games, though. It's like, oh man, I need to go back and play. Like I bought those Stalker games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can get over the old graphics, but like playing the Stalker 1, oh, Dude, that gun accuracy in that game is so bad. I cannot stand that where you're aiming right at someone's head and shooting, and the bullets are going like all around them. It's
Yeah.
like, come on, man.
That's why Cameron and I just got irritated with it. And we're like, screw this crap.
Yeah, because I found a setting
Just
finally.
uninstall.
I found a setting to get rid of that head bob, so that was fine. So then the game was kind of like normal, but then I'm like trying to sneak around and shoot this guy, and like I have low health, and like it's like I can't kill anyone. It's like either I just have to run at him spraying, but
Yeah.
it wasn't the game for me. So I might try like a later one, but I don't know. We'll see. But I got a ton of games I got to go through.
Yeah, I
Like
highly
Mass
recommend, highly recommend you play through Metro.
Yeah, well, that's newer games.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but just the story and the atmosphere of that game was unbelievable. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed playing that game.
just like you see
Tomb Raider. I don't think you finished Tomb Raider, right?
I played Tomb Raider. Yeah,
Oh, that's right. You did play that.
Yeah. So I still haven't played BioShock Infinite because I'm like, I gotta play BioShock 2 and before I play Infinite. But I might just skip over BioShock 2.
I played like halfway through BioShock 2 and it really just didn't wow me.
Yeah,
I felt like there was no real story. You were just like
the same gameplay. Yeah, the same gameplay as 1. Yeah. So I mean, that was fine. I played through 1, but I like
BioShock Infinite is a gorgeous looking game though.
Yeah, I still gotta play that. So
I liked it.
I hope Batman, Arkham City, Arkham's. I play through all those. Well, I bought 2 of them, but everything. There's so much stuff I gotta play through.
Get on it.
Like Mass Effect.
Yes.
Segue. There we go. That's like the 4th time I've used it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Mass Effect Andromeda coming March 21st, 2017. That's really all I can say.
Yeah, but supposedly, like, when I'm reading what people recommend on games on Reddit and forums and stuff like that, they talk about the Mass Effect series. That 1 and 2 were completely different from the 3rd one. It's like that style of the game changed or something like that. So I wonder if they're going to be like returning to that original thing that people like the most, or what's going to happen. But like I said, I haven't played those games, so I can't comment on how it is, or I haven't been following Mass Effect because, like I said, it's just another game coming out for me because I haven't played the originals. So, but it's on my list.
I don't know. I remember watching somebody do like a let's play of it on YouTube, and it just didn't seem to like really fascinate me. So
a lot of games are kind of like that, though.
Like, I don't even think playing it for myself would change how fascinated I am about it.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am. That's why it's like hard to just start a single player game. What's going on, Eager Beaver 405?
Who's that guy? Get the hell out of here! I want to block this fool.
Yeah.
Let's see, how do you block him?
It's probably.
Are you a mod? Can you block him?
Just kidding.
I don't know.
I didn't mean that. I'm not homophobic.
Probably some pig.
half. Oh, what was it that people said? Half the friends in my phone are blah blah blah.
Bye. What's up, dude? I'll block your face. So, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe you said that you have these?
Yeah, they're on my Origin account, I think.
Okay, if they're on your Origin account.
Oh, that's another thing. Like, yesterday I was trying to find, because that Assassin's Creed bundle came up, right? And I'm like, where is it's Uplay, but I logged into my Uplay and I didn't see it. So I must have a second Uplay that I made that account on.
You've done that before.
Oh, no, okay, it's here. It is on my one. I don't know why it didn't show up. Because it showed Assassin's Creed 3, but it didn't show Syndicate.
Titanfall 2.
Like, that was my SSD.
He's going to play Titanfall 2 in a bit, because Titanfall 2 is more important than our show.
I still got to play through Titanfall single player.
Hey, visit G4 at www.g4tv. Does G4 still exist?
I don't know. I have to check that out later. Thank you. I will check that out.
Because I know they used to have the TV show, the TV channel, and then it turned into Esquire.
Yeah, the channel did.
And they got rid of all the cool gamer tech shows and shit, which pissed me
Yeah.
off.
Indeed.
Interesting. I'm not going to click that link, though.
Yep.
All right, so that's it for the gaming news, really. Unless you have anything else you want to touch base on. Is there any,
Not really.
I mean, we kind of like tangented onto like other games that
Yeah,
weren't
plenty
even
of stuff.
discussed about.
Yeah.
All right. So, Radeon Vega. Ooh.
NBC.com. I like it. I like it a lot.
Nice.
I like this
Thanks.
guy. He's a jokester.
All right. So AMD has a website with a countdown to the Vega preview, which will be on Thursday or tomorrow. If you're watching,
Did you watch this video?
I did not watch the video.
Where is it? Hang on. Well, not. Right. It's like they're just so loud. Okay, yeah, their slogan in the video was "Make some noise," and it's like, I don't know if you want to use that with an AMD product, because what was it, the 290s or whatever, that were like ran super hot and you had to run the fans really loud and all that other stuff. So
yeah,
I just thought
that'd be pretty
funny
funny.
when I watched the video. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, the Papio? Welcome. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Obviously competition is good. But I really hope that AMD knocks the shit out of the park. Between Zen or Ryzen, however the hell they're saying it now, and Vega, I really hope that they knock this shit out of the park. Especially with KB Lake, or however the hell you say it.
KB Lake? Oh, Cabby Lake.
I don't know. Every
whatever.
Every big tech tuber that has sat down with them personally in conferences have called it KB Lake. So if Intel is mispronouncing their own shit, this is the CW at CW TV. Thank you.
Yeah, but that's fine. I guess it's just weird.
Yeah, Cabby Lake sounds better in my opinion. But so anyway, with the barely any kind of improvement other than 4K encoding or it'd be encoding or decoding.
Decoding for
doing 4K video. Like you have to have a KB Lake CPU in order to watch 4K video on Netflix.
Yeah, that's some stupid stuff.
Yep. You have to have the KB Lake and you have to have Windows 10 in order to watch 4K Netflix on a PC. Even though any processor all the way back to hell, I mean, even my old Wolfdale would probably be able to freaking stream 4K video. But anyway, so I'm really hoping that AMD knock it out of the park with Zen and Vega, because they definitely need to do something.
It just brings some competition back and maybe even start a little bit of a price war. I'm
really curious to see what Zen does, because I know they didn't say which model it was. They didn't say if it was like their high tier, mid tier, low range, or whatever. But I know that it beat out the 7600K.
7850 or 6850. They're in that video that they did. Live stream or something?
Was an article.
No, but they did like some video thing where it was like they showed some performance of it, and they were comparing it to the 6850K. The 8 core or 6 core? I can't remember, but
the 6850K.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of the 6850K.
Yeah, it's the and I can't even remember what it is. It's not Broadwell. Is it Skylake-y? No, I don't even know. But anyways, it's the enthusiast.
Broadwell-y.
I always forget Broadwell.
It's like a 6-core 12-thread.
Yeah. So it was beating that out, and I can't remember if it was. Were they comparing it with a 4 or 8 core?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
But that's the thing, though. Like the Zen, the processor from Zen that they were using to do all of these things, they never gave any information about it at all. So all we have to go by is what Intel's doing. Like we don't know if the Zen one that they were comparing the 8-core to was a 4-core, because if a 4-core 8-thread was doing that well against the 8-core, it's like, oh wow, that's interesting. Or if it's two 8-cores versus each other or whatever, because they didn't
I think
say.
it was two. For some reason, I think the AMD was an 8-core, which that doesn't. It had to have been 6-core versus 6-core, or else they wouldn't have done it. Because who cares if 2 more cores is faster than
That's
2
what I'm
less
saying.
cores?
And it wasn't that
So,
much faster. It wasn't like, holy shit, faster. It was
no,
like, hey,
yeah, I mean,
it beat it out, but it
it
wasn't
was
like.
decent. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't expect it to be higher IPC than the Kaby Lakes or Skylake even. But if it's
Irrelevant conversations.
I know, right? But I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
if it's performs decently, like Sandy Lake. I mean, sorry, Sandy Bridge or Ivy Bridge level IPCs, and then just the cost is so much cheaper. I think it'd definitely be a win because I was it. Actually, I was looking at the old notes, and they were talking about the
No.
8-core system being like $350 compared to the I don't even know, the 6900K maybe. I don't know, the 8-core Intel version, or maybe no, it's the 6850K, which is $500. So it's like $350 versus $500, but it'll perform just as good.
Yeah.
I mean that's a win for AMD.
See, but the one that I was watching or reading about, yes, it's my new Starbucks cup. But the one thing that I was watching or reading about or whatever, I swear they were saying that it was competing and either I think it was matching the performance of the 6950X, which is the
Top
$7 or
of
$1,000, $1,200 CPU or whatever that Intel has. So it was on par with that. So that's what they were saying. They're like, are they trying to compete in that same price point? Because that's not going to help AMD because people aren't going to jump
No,
from one to another if it's the same price. So is it going to be
I
like
think
equal to a 6950X, but instead of being $1,200, MSRP, it's going to actually be like only 650 or 600 or 700? Because it's going to have to be extremely low priced and high performance for them to pull anything away from Intel at this point.
no, I think if they're competitive on price and performance, they'll be fine.
I
So
don't think so.
I think they'll will be. I mean,
Because if they were the same performance and same price, I guarantee you people would still go towards the Intel over AMD.
oh, there'll still be some brand loyalty there just because, people have used Intel forever, but it will bring more market or bring them more of the market share as people will consider them. Yeah, I mean,
I think it would have to be the same performance, lower price for AMD in order to compete.
well,
Same
that's what I'm
price, same
saying.
performance. It would not
No, no,
help
no.
AMD at all.
Lower price, same performance. That's what I was saying. I don't know what I said before, but
I thought you said same
no,
price, same performance. They would be okay. I could
no.
have heard
I
you
meant,
wrong.
well, I mean, technically lesser performance, but lesser price. But okay, say you can get a for the price of an i7 7700K, right? Or that's
Mm-hmm.
coming out. So that's $350, right? That's a 4-core, 8 threads. If you can get a 6-core, 12-thread AMD Zen that performs the same or even faster in multi-thread applications, just because it's faster, but performs essentially the same in games
Mm-hmm.
at that same price point, I think people would choose that. So I mean, yeah, it would be like us choosing the 5820K versus the 4790K because the 4790K is faster in games.
Right.
It's a faster CPU, but we wanted the more cores. We chose a little bit slower performance for that extra multi-threaded performance.
Right.
I think if that same
For streaming
aspect,
and encoding and all that kind of stuff.
yeah. For mainstream, it'll like bring out that someone will run a 6-core 12-thread
Right.
system. So for that same price, might go for it. And probably, I don't know how it was in the past, but AMD's boards probably their licenses will be a little bit cheaper, so the boards might be cheaper as well.
True.
I mean, usually in the past, AMD's been a cheaper process or system, and I look at that. Yeah, AMD baby.
Why do you have an AMD chip just laying on your desk?
I think this is the Duron 900. Yeah. They're on 900, old school. I won this at a LAN party.
Why is it on your desk? Is what I'm asking.
This is cool.
Why do you have it just readily available, sitting on your desk for this moment?
I just keep it on my desk because, like, I have that. I have that bullet that we shot. I just say, remember that we shot it into the ground. I have a $2 bill. I have some like little race cars. Just like little things you keep on your desk. Little decorations, yo.
You have trinkets on your desk?
Yeah.
You want to see my trinkets?
Yeah. Show them to me.
I have my recorder. I have
like decorations.
My new lens. These are my decorations. I have my sweet 64 gigabyte thumb drive.
Where's mine? I don't know where my thumb drive is.
I have my old Motorola 360 smartwatch that I don't use anymore. It has not been put on my wrist in some time. I have my DC power adapter for my camera, so I don't have to worry about my batteries draining. I can just plug it into the wall.
Well, I got a bunch of other junk on my desk too. Like I have this hard drive sitting here.
I have my Starbucks cup.
I have this cell phone charger sitting here.
And I have this sweet under construction.
Some keys. There's a little trinket.
And I have my CPU or my
Yankee candle.
My water block.
Is it gunpowder or race gas smell?
What else do I have over here?
What scent Yankee candle is that, Kenny?
I have some little earbud adapters thingies, so that way if it's in the ear.
Oh, I thought you were having drugs. I was going to send Kenny over there to arrest you.
What else do I have? That's it. I don't have anything else. Oh, I have my my H440.
So you don't have anything.
H440 trinket. My NZXT case. My whole tower.
Like, what do you have? Like a little thing? Gray mist. I don't know what that smells like. Probably misty and gray. But yeah, you gotta have like little like trinkets.
Yeah, I know. It's just weird.
It's like my old table that I had back there.
You seriously have your Christmas tree still back there?
I do.
That is the shortest, fattest tree I've ever seen.
I know, right? They gave it to me for free when I bought the other ones. I was like, sweet.
They're just like, please get rid of this thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's the Danny DeVito tree.
It is, dude. It was so ugly. I had to trim a lot of it to make it like look like a Christmas tree. So that's why it was free, I guess. But whatever.
Wow.
So yeah, I threw some lights on it and some unbreakable bulbs.
I can't even remember what my quick keys are to switch between the two things. Did I make it Shift F2 and F1?
I think so, something like that.
I'm afraid to do it, so I'm just going
to click it
because I don't want to bug out the stream. All right.
So, by the way, that link for that Vega countdown is ve.ga. I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah. I was like, because I was going through them and I was like, oh, I got a bit.ly this link, I got a bit.ly this link, and I was like, I don't need to bit.ly that link. It's going to make it longer.
Indeed.
Like, wow. Just 4 characters or 5 characters, including the period. All right, so G.Skill pushes DDR4 RAM frequency to new heights for Kaby Lake. So DDR4, what did you say that? Just 4.2 gigahertz?
4266 megahertz.
That's so long to say. DDR4, 4266 megahertz for the 16 gigabyte, 8 gigabyte times 2 kits, and DDR4, 4133 megahertz for the 32 gigabyte, 8 gigabyte times 4 kits.
Which doesn't make sense. I mean,
why?
It's just 2 more chips. So why don't you just buy 2 4266 chips or packages? Then you have 32 gigs of 4266 memory.
I don't know. Maybe it can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe it can't do that. Maybe
I bet you the memory controller on the Kaby Lake can't support it or something. I don't know.
It's got to be what it is. So anyway, the CAS latency isn't horrible either, with the 4266 megahertz 16 gigabyte kits running at a latency of 1939, and the 32 gigabyte kit being a latency of 1921. All of this coming from the help of the 7th gen Intel Kaby Lake processors is allowing them to reach these speeds. They look pretty dope too.
Yeah.
They're like fade, yo. Like
They are.
80% fade on the one, yo.
Oh, snap.
That's gonna be worth more.
That is. I'm gonna buy it just for that. RGB.
Are they RGB?
So it says RGB. Try to Z RGB.
Oh my god. we're gonna have RGB power supplies soon, and
what is that? 14.
No. This is what will happen soon. The retaining screws, the retainment screws on the case things are going to be RGB soon.
You know, that'd be pretty cool.
You're gonna have a little LED light and a little
yeah,
nipple
if you could
sticking
have
out.
like small accents like that could like change colors. That'd be kind of cool. You make $1 million if you did that. No, I was curious about those clocks versus my clocks because I only have 2166, something like that.
Yeah, I got robbed on mine.
No, 2100. I have 20. Oh, well, I think I bought 2400 RAM, but I'm only running at 2100 on my X99 DDR4, of course. But I was curious of the clocks, but I guess for the speed, it's not that bad. Well, I don't think clocks matter too much in DDR4. It mattered a lot in like DDR2 and DDR.
I mean, it matters a little bit, but it's not like
it's not bad. But just comparing the clocks, like this RAM that I bought, I can't remember what it was. I think it's Corsair Dominator or something like that. It's 13, 15, 15, 28 in comparison.
How do you not know what brand it is if you're able to look up the specs?
I mean, it probably says, it just doesn't say right here. Like I couldn't find it.
What are you looking at?
CPU-Z.
Oh.
It's an older version, so I don't know exactly. Oh, here it is. DDR slot Corsair. Yeah. Well, it says it's 2133.
I don't know what I have. I can't remember.
But it can run XMP 2400.
I do have 4 sticks.
14, 15, 15, 32.
Yeah, because we had 2.
We have X99. That's quad channel.
I know.
Yo.
It doesn't have to be quad channel.
Yeah, but might as well get all that memory bandwidth.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. So anyway, these things look pretty dope.
That's
you're not going to notice anything.
Twice the speed of my RAM.
Yes, but you're not going to notice that.
I don't know, man. No. I'm curious.
They already ran tests and everything, and they said real world performance, you would not see any benefit between this and like 3000.
A little bit in like what you do, like rendering and stuff like that. You'll see a little bit of improvement, not much, nothing noticeable. Like, actual like time savings. Like overclocking your CPU 100 megahertz would give you more, but bling out your PC, yeah. But gotta get the RGBs, just like the keyboard.
Yes, if you're gonna do it, call me. I'll bring over all of my equipment and we can get some sick video. But yeah,
but no, like the performance of like the internal GPUs, like their new Iris, was it the Iris and the KB Lakes or whatever it is?
Yes.
Like newer GPUs are pretty decent. They're not, like super fast. They won't replace a discrete GPU at any time. But with these high memory speeds, they'll increase. That's essentially their VRAM. So you get those high speeds, that'll definitely help with the frame rate in that aspect. So and that aspect, I think it'll make better performance than anything. I don't know if anyone's tested that, but I assume you would get more performance from that.
How blinged are you wanting to go?
Super bling. Use the KC now for the arcade build. Yeah.
Is it Corsair K?
Hey, we got that
6
couple articles from now. Wait,
460X.
that was the one.
Crystal, there it is. This is what you need, son.
Yeah, because I started reading the articles.
That's what you need right there. Eager Beaver.
Is that glass?
That's all tempered glass. The top panel, I think, no, maybe not this one. No.
Maybe not.
It's only the front panel and the side panel are tempered glass. If you get the 560X, it's both sides, front and back, so you see where all your wire management and cable management, that's glass. The front's glass and the top's glass.
Yeah, just that one's fine. I think that one was like $160, so just that one being like 140.
No, that one's 140.
Oh.
Where is it? Full side window? Where would it be at?
I don't know.
I think this is where I got irritated with their site last time when I was looking for it.
It's probably not released yet, so it's not
There
on
it
their
is.
website. There it is.
570X 180.
Whew,
Look at
that's
that
pricey.
sexy beast though.
Yeah, but then you gotta your
But
like
it's sick though.
backside panel. You have to
But
get good
it's
management back there. You can't
yes.
just stuff all the wires.
Like the way that they don't.
Yeah, you see, once hidden wires, so
Well,
cheaper.
you just need to fucking do better cable management. It actually looks really good.
It does. It would be cool.
There
But
you go.
you're
Because you could see the like your hard drive or your SSDs mounted here, your hard drives mounted
nice.
here,
It's cageless, right? I love cageless cases.
and then this back here or down here is where all your wires would sit. So it does have a housing around the PSU and all that kind of shit. So you can hide quite a bit. But man, that thing is so sexy though.
Dude.
But anyway, this RAM is for the 16 gig, 420 or 4266 are priced at $230.
Yeah, performance RAM.
Expensive.
It is pricey.
Yes, it is pricey.
The bling bling is pricey, man.
Honestly, I would do the one that I was gonna do.
Is it Define? No.
God, what was it called?
Is it NZXT? I can't even remember the brand. Was it Define or was it NZXT?
Isn't it a 300 Elite?
I think so,
Something
yeah.
like that? That's not what I wanted.
I think it's NZXT.
I don't think it's 300 though. S340 Elite, my bad. This is the one you want.
Yeah.
But not white. You don't have to get white.
I kind of like the white.
I kind of like the white as well, but this is the one I was going to get, black and red.
Get the red.
Because here you go, Eager Beaver, right there. Boom. Look at that sexy beast.
I don't remember what
$100,
this
man.
board was.
$100.
Yeah, no, that's a good deal. And they're probably on sale for like $80 you can get it for at times.
But you can get it in white, you can get it in all black or black and red. But it comes with this little puck too.
You can do black and green. I mean, you just have to paint stuff.
Yeah, you can do black and green. Just do this one.
All black.
Do the all black, and then you can
Just
paint
highlight
stuff
what
if you wanted to. If you wanted to, you don't have to.
Yeah, any way you want to do it.
But yeah, it would be
Complete custom,
absolutely sick. And then you could get like an NZXT hue, so that way you have like LED lights going around it, and you could just make them all blue, green, and bling in and flash in, and all sorts of crap.
Green underglow.
But this puck here is pretty badass. This one is the one that's oh yeah, and you're talking about possibly going VR. This case is VR ready.
What does that even mean?
This is the one that has the HDMI port and the USB 3.0 ports in the top of the case, so you can just plug. You have the HDMI cable running from the back of the video card.
Oh, that's right. I'm trying to think.
If you use the 10,
have an internal HDMI.
If you use the GTX 10 series, then it has like an extra port on it, and you just run this cable up, and then that way it's not hanging out the back. If you're using like a 9 series, then you have to run it out the back and then back into the case. It actually has a little port where it goes around. Yeah, it like tucks back around and over here somewhere. Oops.
Yes.
Somewhere right in here, I think it is. It tucks back in somehow. But anyway, it's VR ready, so that way you can just plug it straight into the top of the case. You don't have to run behind it and plug it in behind it, and then you can just do your VR crap and then just unhook everything, and then it has that puck, and then that puck comes apart, so you can spread it out this way, and then you can wrap your cables around it and then hang your VR headset right on it.
That's kind of cool.
And then it's magnetized. The puck is magnetized, so it'll stick anywhere on the case. It's dope. I wanted that case so bad. I still do, but
maybe in time.
Yeah, it's a dope case though. If you wanted to do like a bling case or whatever, I would probably recommend that one because it's not that big either. I think it actually might be a smaller footprint than the current case you have now. And then you could get a bunch of blinging accessories from HyperX.
Indeed.
So HyperX is making some new gaming peripherals. The Cloud Revolver S. Now this is taking place of the current Cloud Revolver headset. I'm just going to run through the points that it has because it's going to be easier.
I mean, you can go 16 gigs, but I just leave that. You're fine until you want to upgrade your whole system. Go to DDR4.
Yeah, I would just 8 gigs is plenty for
Most games and
gaming and all that
stuff.
kind of crap. You'll be good with that. I mean, if you get into like content creation and all that kind of crap, then I would upgrade to 16.
Yeah.
But I would just wait if you're going to do DDR4 in the future.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so latest 7.1 surround sound gaming headset. They claim that this headset is more immersive than the last Cloud Revolver. Better soundstage plus 50mm drivers helps bring the Dolby surround to your gaming experience. The USB cable includes an inline sound card, which allows for true plug and play of 7.1 surround sound. They also have updated the headband, making it wider, and added memory foam ear pads, and it'll be available on February 13th for $150 USD.
I think that's really good. I think more companies should start adding the USB decks or sound cards or what do you want to call them to it. Especially start driving like higher quality drivers, you definitely need them.
Yeah, definitely. Here we have the HyperX Alloy FPS. Oh no, this isn't the FPS. This is the Alloy RGB. They were just talking about the Alloy FPS was one of their favorite gaming boards of 2016. This one here, it will have full metal frame, a dedicated media button bar at the top. It looks a lot like your K70.
Yeah, no, that's what I was just looking at. I'm like,
and full RGB,
exactly the same,
just like everybody else and their grandmother is making RGB keyboards now. They plan to launch it later in 2017, and no price was given. For now, oh my god! For now, you can pick up the Alloy FPS non-RGB for $99, and it was only blue and black switches, I think, were the only ones available before.
I thought I said browns. Maybe that was the next stuff. Or
no, blue version was the only one that was available. Now they have red and brown is now available. Before, you could only buy the blue version. And then the last one is an affordable gaming mouse, which I immediately was like, hey, that's a Razer, a Death Adder.
Essentially.
It's the HyperX Pulsefire, modeled exactly after the Razer Death Adder. Max DPI of 3200. I mean, look at that shit. Come on. That is literally the exact same mouse, just with a button up at the top.
Which essentially, I think the Death Adder is a copy of the old Microsoft IntelliMouse that everyone used back in the day.
Yes.
I had. I love that thing. That was the best mouse ever. Just kidding. It was like the only good mouse.
No release date, but the price will be $50.
I was popping heads in Counter-Strike Beta 3 and 4. That's our old school baby.
They didn't give any info on the sensor, so we don't know what kind of sensor is in it, but I would hope that it would be
I'm sure
Pixar.
Yeah.
All right, so on to the next one. Get through some of these since we kind of just rambled on for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
So CES 2017 has been bringing quite a few things, including smart brushes.
Hopefully, smart brushes. What?
Yeah, it's an actual hairbrush that has a sensor on it, and it actually counts the amount of strokes that you do through your hair.
So you don't start brushing too much and pulling your hair out?
I don't know. I think there's like a magic number to make your hair super soft if you're like a chick or something. Like you brush it a certain amount of times. I am out going to play some Titanfall 2.
Peace.
Traitor. All right. Peace out, man. All right. So anyway, this one here, it's USB 3.1, but it's only 3.0 performance. Roughly 70 hours of 4K video can be stored on this 2 terabyte stick. Has a 5-year warranty, no pricing, and no release date.
They don't get too much specs. They expect it to be a few hundred megabytes write and read. So, I mean, if it is that performance level, that'll be really good. I was actually surprised. I have a cheap USB 3 drive that I had, and I was copying stuff off of it, and I was expected to go like 22, 24 megs a second, just a little bit faster than USB 3. Dude, it was going on like 125 megabytes a second.
Damn.
Write is super slow because it's just a cheap one, but I mean, it only writes at like 15 to 24 or something like that. But yeah, no, it was reading at 125 megabits per second.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's as fast as I transfer over my gigabit network. So like, that's not bad at all.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I love
happy with that.
I don't even think I have it over here anymore, do I? Where did I put it?
You just had it on the desk. You showed it.
Well, no, not that one. That one's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's back over there. Oh, well, whatever. No, it's my card reader that I use for my transferring of files from my camera to.
If this is starting to get that fast, yeah, I mean, why don't they have like, I don't know how much this is going to be, but they should have like, your camera and stuff, or like a 4K video camera where you just have a USB and plug in a USB stick. Because if you can get like a decent SSD performance level, like if it writes like 150 megabytes a second, I mean, you can record some high quality 4K and have a 2 terabyte.
Yeah. I could see for like a larger framed camera. Like if you're using like a Sony FS7 or something where you it feels like a legitimate like freaking camera, then but like sticking this thing like even a thumb drive sticking out of my normal camera would be kind of
I expect to have like a bay or something to like plug into.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying there.
Not just like, you stick it out and it's hanging out the side.
I mean, they have cards like for those types of cameras or whatever. They have like actual like full blown SSDs that plug into that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I just figured this. I mean, if it's the performance of a SSD, probably a crappy SSD, of course, but just if it writes 100 megabytes, 150 megabytes a second, you could use it, and then it's super easy to transfer. You just unplug it and plug it on the computer. I mean,
true.
I don't know.
You wouldn't have to worry about a card reader and all that kind of.
Yeah, just plug into USB, and then it reads directly off the SSD. Then I don't know. I guess either way. I mean, I'm just thinking because then you can have multiple. You can have like 2 1 terabyte hard drives.
Yeah, because my
quick swap. It's super.
The 4K easy. On my camera is like 100 megabits per second. I think is the data rate. 4K 30.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just thinking for storage. I mean, if you're doing a lot of shooting and you have a battery life, of course, but you fill up one, you can just pop it out, pop in another one, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Of course, that's depending on the price. I was just thinking of some use for this because otherwise, what are the uses there?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. No, I mean, think about this. If it reads and writes at over 100 megabytes a second, that's faster than a gigabit network. That's just crazy.
Yeah. I don't know, though. I mean,
I was just thinking compared to like.
I can see what you're saying about having it where you could just plug it straight into the camera. I mean, that makes sense.
Quick swap of storage.
Yeah.
So you can, if you fill up on space, you just swap it and keep shooting. That's mainly what I'm thinking of. I mean, I think that'd be nice.
Because I know, like, I don't
know how big the SSDs are on those things.
I mean, some of the higher end cards.
Video, and you got to drain it rather than just quick swap a USB stick.
Some of the higher end cameras have like their own types of cards that they capture, and they're expensive as shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can do something like this.
It's like
keep cost.
Yeah,
and then technically you can do like the introductory price, where it doesn't.
But do they want to keep costs down?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, why not?
I mean, if you were creating a camera, would you rather make it to where the storage that you have to use on the camera that you just designed requires somebody to buy a certain storage device that's like $350 a piece, or would you rather them have to buy something that's only like $60 that they can buy from any manufacturer?
But then
you would want to keep it proprietary so that way people have to buy more of your shit, make you more rich, like Apple.
Yeah, the Apple way, or you do it like. Well, you keep that introductory price low. I mean, yeah, the high end stuff will be, more expensive, of course. if you get the 2 terabyte SSD thumb drive and all this other stuff, the extended battery, of course, it'll be more expensive, but that entry price is a lot lower,
If you could
so
do
it'll
that.
bring more consumers in. So it's just a different price point or a different marketing strategy, I guess. So I mean, I'm not talking like for like uh, Hollywood level HD cameras. I'm talking like a prosumer type camera.
Right.
I think it'd bring that entry price down lower because you can sell it with, I don't know, 64 gig SSD thumb drive for a lot cheaper, and then you can have it supports up to 2 terabytes and all this other stuff. So
Yeah, I thought they had things like that, but apparently not.
yeah, I mean,
Most of the
this is
stuff that
first
they
time.
have is like, I don't know. I don't know. The high end video stuff or whatever is like super weird and expensive, and
Yeah,
just the way that they do everything and require you to buy certain things. I don't know. It's really odd.
well, I mean, they have to have certain quality of, read and write and stuff like that.
Yeah, but
Save
4K,
it.
I mean, I don't know. 4K wouldn't require that much read over top of my camera, even like a high end one.
I mean, what's yours have?
100 megabits per second at 4K
Yeah.
30 frames per second. So
So,
even if it was recording at 150 megabits per second or 200, I don't know why it needs like a special like $300 memory card to be put in it. It's like they're just doing it on purpose to keep the high end camera in the hands of high end people.
yeah, there's that.
You know what I mean, though? It's like,
Yeah.
it's just stupid. It's the same thing as like, oh, well, here's an adapter that allows you to use Canon glass on your Micro Four Thirds camera, and it allows you to keep the electronic focus, autofocus, and the electronic aperture control. And you're like, ooh, cool. How much is that? $650 just for a little disc that goes on so you can snap a lens on it. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll be like expensive, but I'm just thinking
I know what you're thinking. I mean, it makes sense. It's super easy
For
for transfer.
a
You record to
prosumer
it, and then
type stuff.
if you buy multiples of these, you could literally you're running around, say CES at the floor, and you're filming. Oh, I'm maxing out my 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte thing. You just unplug the thumb drive, put it in your pocket, and put another one in, and just continue shooting. And now you already have your shit backed up and stored somewhere. And then you get to your hotel room, plug the 2 terabyte portable SSD or whatever into your laptop and start editing the video and start working off of it because it's fast enough.
Yeah.
You can actually use it as a scratch disk. Anyway, on to the next.
Best thing ever.
Yeah, Acer details Predator 21X curved screen gaming notebook.
God, that thing's ugly, dude.
Yeah.
Like I actually finally looked at it. It looks like a Predator, meaning it's ugly.
Yeah. So it's got a 21 by 9, 21-inch curved IPS G-Sync display with a resolution of 2560 by 1080 and 120 hertz refresh rate. It uses an Intel Core i7 7820 HK overclockable.
Did you say IPS G-Sync? Because it's IPS G-Sync.
I did say IPS G-Sync.
Okay, I wasn't listening, so I wasn't sure.
SLI NVIDIA GTX 1080s, 64 gigs of 2400 megahertz DDR4 RAM, room for up to 4 SSDs and one 1 terabyte 7200 RPM hard drive. 4 SSDs can be set in a RAID 0 format. Backlit RGB Cherry MX Red keyboard. A numeric keypad can be flipped over to become a high precision touchpad.
I didn't realize that.
What?
It makes cherry switches.
Yeah. Numeric.
This is like super over the top.
Yes, it is.
I love it.
Tobii iX eye tracking software comes with it. 4 speakers and 2 subwoofers, and it weighs in at 19.4 pounds.
The best part about the whole thing, right? It's like, oh man, this thing it's probably got a killer battery on it, right? No, an 8-cell, 88 watt hour. So
I think it's meant to be plugged in all the time. I don't really think it's meant to be gaming.
So yeah, you just use it normally. It lasts like an hour. That's it. Just Facebook, an hour, it's dead.
I don't know. I bet you it turns some of that shit off.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like the 8-cylinder cars that turn off 4 cylinders
Yeah,
when
it'll turn
cruising on
off
the
the
highway.
GPUs and
Yeah,
just off of the internal graphics and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, it'll be okay, but it's just like
it's
you
funny.
have like all this super stuff, and it already weighs 20 pounds. Why don't you just add like a decent battery on it?
Yeah.
So maybe you can, if you want to, game mobilely for an hour.
But the ports on this bitch, man, USB 3.1 Type C Gen 2, Type C Gen 2 Thunderbolt 3 port, a USB 3.0 times 3, USB 3.0 times 1 with power off charging. So whenever the power's off, it has pass through to charge your phone or
Wireless
whatever
headset.
else, and wireless headset to charge that.
Well, it's wired, but
Yeah. HDMI times 1, version 2.0 supports 4K, 2K output. DisplayPort times 2 supports G-Sync. SD card reader 3.0, mic in times 1, headphone out times 1, Ethernet RJ45 port. Oh, there was another news thing I was going to add, but it literally came out like right before I was getting ready to start the show. I saw it in my feed. The new HDMI 2.0 or whatever that just came out.
I don't even know.
It supports 4K 120 hertz, I think it is, and can do 8K and 10K resolution at 30.
I heard something about that. Someone was going to release a 4K,
I think
120 hertz IPS monitor at CES, which is ridiculous. I mean, then you'd need the USB 2.0. I mean, sorry, HDMI 2.0.
Let's see. 8K, 10K. Maybe I got the wrong number. 2.1. That's what it is.
That was 2.1. I didn't know there was 2.0 already.
Yeah, 8K at 60 hertz, 4K at 120. And I think it's even capable of doing 10K.
Ridiculous.
HDMI 2.1, the new 48G cables will enable up to 48 gigabits per second bandwidth for uncompressed HDMI 2.1. 8K at 60 hertz.
That's baller. Yeah, I remember I had to make sure I had got, was it 1.4 cables for my TV? It's because I wanted to do the 60 or 4K at 60.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I hate 4K. I've been seeing a lot of people start calling it 2K rather than 4K. I much prefer the 2K.
Well, yeah, because it's 2K. It's not really 4K.
Yeah,
because they
just like 1080p.
1080p.
2K.
Right. They just went for
pixels.
4K because it's a bigger number. So it's like,
Yeah,
oh my God.
But I've been seeing like even my TV, it was advertised as 2K, I think. At least I had I threw away the box, but it said 2K number on the box. Yeah, no, I like that though. I mean, it's more consistency in the marketplace. Which
so
I
you
liked
it if it would stayed 2K for the 2160 and then 4K for the 4320?
4K? Yeah, 4320.
So 8K should be 4K because of 4320.
Yeah, it should be 2160p and I'm sorry, it didn't say 2K, it said 2160p on my thing. So then it should be 42 or 4320p.
So you don't like the K?
2K. Yeah, no, I don't like the K because that's. But no, I mean, I've been seeing more and more.
Well, they also have. What is it? UHD versus QHD or something?
Oh yeah, the was it 3840 or 40 whatever it is?
Yeah, like the 4K 2160 isn't like actual like 4K resolution. It's actually slightly smaller or something like that.
Mm-hmm. No, because if you take
they have Ultra HD and then they have something else.
1920 times 2.
Oh, that's what it was. It was Ultra HD and Quad HD.
So, quad, maybe just 4 times the pixels, I guess.
It was like the true 4 times 1080 or something like that.
I think it's just 4 times the pixels. I mean, I think they should stick to the 16:9 because my TV supports that 41 something by 2160. But like if I ran that resolution on the TV and I go full screen on like a 16:9 thing, there's like little black bars and it's annoying.
Yeah.
So I switched back to, was it
That's
30,
what it was.
39 something?
Instead of it being 3840 by 2160, it's 4096 by 2160. So it's slightly wider. Or is it taller?
Wait, what?
It's 4096 by 2160 versus the 3840 by 2160.
Yeah. When I think they should keep it 3840 by 2160. They should keep it 16 by
True
9.
4K is supposed to be 4096 by 2160, but everybody just does the 3840.
Yeah, which
is
I
wrong.
Think, well, I think 4K
right.
is 4 times the pixels.
Yeah,
that's what that 4K.
Yeah,
is. But 4K is dumb, and it's not a 16 by 9 display, and all our media is 16 by 9. So just do the 2160p. Maybe that's why.
There
Maybe
you
that's
go.
Why
You heard it from him, folks.
2160p.
Fix your shit.
Maybe that's why they're doing 2160p rather than a 4K. Because it's not 4K, so now they're starting to advertise as 2160p.
Maybe.
Either way, but that's a hell of a lot of pixels to drive.
Yes, it is.
That 1080 Ti better be coming out soon.
Gonna need 2 of them.
Even just like desktop resolution, that's a lot of pixels to drive, dude.
Mm-hmm. Think how small everything's gonna fucking be too.
Dude, no,
you won't even be able to see the start menu.
You do 4K on this TV, and it's pretty far away. I mean, it's not super far. It's 4 or 5 feet, but it's hard to see stuff on it if you don't have that zoom on. So
yeah,
that's pretty funny.
Well, that's Windows scaling for you. That's what everybody complains about.
What do you mean?
We had this argument before, and you didn't understand what I was saying. I don't fully understand it because I don't understand 4K and all that other stuff, but every single technical reviewer, person, whatever, that goes to all these conferences and everything else and all these trade shows always complain that Windows has the worst scaling for 4K content. Like when you're trying to use it for a daily basis on 4K monitor, it just doesn't scale properly.
Oh, I agree.
Like the text and everything is illegible or whatever. And I remember you were saying that, well, it's 4K, everything's going to be smaller, blah, 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 blah. I don't understand what they're talking about. They're retarded. But it's something about the scaling of the UI just doesn't work right on 4K or something like that. But I don't know because I've never used it. So I don't know what they're complaining about.
I mean, everything is smaller just because it's smaller.
Yeah, 4K is a bigger screen. So obviously, I mean, it's a bigger area. Of course, everything's going to be smaller. But there's something about the scaling that Linus, Jay, everybody fucking bitches about with Windows. I don't know why.
I don't know.
Don't know.
I
probably
like my TV's up on the wall, so
it'll
I'm not close enough to it to like look at it that closely.
Probably another 2 years before I have a 4K display. Period. Whether it's a TV or a monitor, so it doesn't really matter.
I don't know, man. TVs are cheap now.
I don't want one though because I'm not going to be watching 4K content. So.
Yeah. Though Netflix tried to give me some 4K content. It's like, oh, you should upgrade for an extra $1.50 a month or whatever it is. I was like, no thanks. I'll just upscale it. It's fine.
Yeah. It's not worth it.
No.
Because it ain't going to look as good as a 4K Blu-ray. We already know that. So.
Yeah. You know the PS4 Pro doesn't even have 4K Blu-ray?
Of course not, because it's a fucking console.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just like super shitty. It's a 4K console, but it doesn't do 4K Blu-ray.
Yep.
Xbox One S does.
Yeah, I think Microsoft actually outdid the PlayStation for the first time ever with this little war.
I don't know. I think the Xbox or the PS4 Pro definitely is the better gaming console, though. It has a lot more power.
It does have a lot more power, but
it looks better.
The features and shit, they just failed miserably on.
I don't know enough about the features. That 4K.
Come on, dude. The PS3 was the best Blu-ray player on the face of the planet. Still is the best Blu-ray player. It even outdoes the PS4's Blu-ray player. And you're going to sit there and tell me that you had 5 years of Blu-ray player 5, 6, 7, 8 years worth of Blu-ray player experience over Microsoft because the Xbox 360 didn't have a Blu-ray player, and you're gonna come out and not have 4K Blu-ray, but the Xbox does.
Yeah, no,
You
that's
shot yourself in the foot so hard with that, Sony, and you deserve to
yeah.
get
No,
kicked in the ball
advertising
sack.
it as a 4K display and then not including a 4K Blu-ray player is retarded. That is a 100% failure on Sony's part.
Yep, agreed.
But other than that, like other
But they still
stuff,
have us beat though because they can do 4K content, and we have to have a special processor,
bro,
a special version of Windows, and everything else just to watch it.
bro. You know what?
What?
The best graphics card you can buy is the Titan X, right? It only has 12 gigabytes of RAM. You can get a PS4 with 1 terabyte. Why would you even buy PC gaming? That's crap.
What?
I saw it like a stupid copy paste on
1 terabyte though. Where do you get that number from?
Dude, it sells it as a 1 terabyte PS4 because it's the hard drive
It's
storage.
the hard drive, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's not the RAM.
Yeah, I know. But still, I thought it was funny.
But people would see that and be like, "Oh, it's 1 terabyte versus 12."
I'm sure there's stupid console guys that do that
Yeah.
say that. But yeah, no, I thought that was funny.
God,
I saw
hate
it.
that guy
Was
so
it
much.
earlier today? I think it was earlier today. I saw it. I was laughing. But yeah, so no, this thing is ridiculous though. Curved display. I'd really like to see a curved display though. Yeah, no, I'm just like at the end of it. But no, the curved display I'd like to see. Like I want to know if it like really makes a difference, like viewing wise.
Yeah, as long as you set
Like
right
for
smack
like
dab in the middle.
a TV and stuff. Oh yeah, of course. Well, it's an IPS, so definitely helps.
Well, I'm just saying the curved. Like if you're sitting off to the side, you're like seeing it like
I mean,
it's kind of dumb.
To set it right in front of you.
Well, I mean a laptop. I'm just saying curved displays in a period, in my opinion, are fucking retarded.
I don't know.
They're
Have you ever been to a movie theater with a curved thing?
No.
I think I have.
I don't think it adds anything to it though.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I said. I have to like see one.
How does it keep? What I want to understand
someone
is
I know.
How does it keep it from? How does it keep it from distorting shit?
On the projector, I don't know. On a TV, it's easy. It's just a curved LCD.
Yeah.
But a projector, I'm not sure. That's I'm not sure about. I mean, like technically, you can do like a little fisheye lens. And
it's black magic, yo.
Or not fisheye, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You just do lens magic, and then it'll shine it properly. But no, I'm just curious because I definitely want to go 1440p soon with a 1080 Ti.
Although I have to admit, I would love to have the Acer Predator curved 4K screen. Oh my god, it'd be so badass.
Is it the ultra wide curve?
Yes. 21 by 9. I think it's 4K resolution.
What's 21 by 9? What's the pixel count of 21 by 9 of a 1080p?
It's 2560 by 1080. If you're talking about,
is it? So that thing is widescreen or what is it? Ultra wide? Yeah.
2560 by 1080 is a 21 by 9.
So yeah, that monitor, ultra wide screen.
But they say that if you're gonna do an ultra wide, a 2560 by 1080 looks like trash.
Really? Why?
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look right. If you're gonna do ultra wide, it needs to be like 1440p or 4K.
Oh, I'm sure. Like
it just looks like crap. I don't know. Yeah. It's weird.
The pixel, the dot pitch.
It just seems so pointless to like have like a sweet curved ultra wide display and it's 1080 by 2560. I don't know. It just seems kind of dumb for the price that you pay for one that would be on your desktop. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, if I could afford it, I'd get a 1440p or 4K ultra wide.
Indeed.
But I would really want to do 1440p. But I guess the pixel.
So why don't you do that instead of looking at freaking Xenons? You're like, I want an upgrade. I want to buy an SSD that's not really going to benefit me at all. Just put that money into a monitor.
I know. Once I see the prices of the 980 Ti's, I'm gonna be like,
1080 Ti, you mean?
Yeah, 1080 Ti. I'll be like, no, because it'll
You don't
be
need a 1080 Ti
$1,100 to do that at least.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money, man.
Gotta pay to play, yo. You put that kind of money into fucking wheels that do absolutely dick for your car with no problem. You just, I'll just buy these, and they don't change a damn thing. At least this will change your experience.
A $30,000 car to a $1,500 car. I could spend a little bit of money on wheels.
So your wheels cost 3/4 of your fucking whole car.
No, that cost. I've paid $1,300 or $1,200 for my car, and I spent $2,100 on wheels. I spent more on the wheels.
Right. You spent more wheels on that. That's right. I was thinking only $1,100 you spent on the wheels, but it was $2,100.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. Expensive. And it doesn't change the experience at all. This would fucking 100%.
What? They look dope as hell, man.
Does it change your experience when driving? Does it make your car faster? Does it make it perform better? No.
Oh, they are pretty light.
You don't notice a difference. Buy a 1440p monitor and a 1080 Ti and tell me that you don't feel the experience equal to what you did your wheels.
Definitely get out more
exactly
from that, but that was
you have a problem with spending that on something you're going to get a lot of benefit out of, but you don't have a hard time spending that kind of money on wheels.
I sold the car, right?
You're so funny.
And, I got all this money, I could spend it. But now I've had the money for a while. Now it's like, I don't want to spend it. That's the problem.
I'm just saying, put that $300, $400, $500 that you're going to put into the Xenons, put that towards the monitor and the 1080.
Yeah, but I kind of want to beef up my server.
But you don't use it.
Because it's so weak.
You gotta start using it. All right. Anyway, we're like completely going off on a tangent here. Let's just finish up this one. We can skip the murder one. All right. So basically, it's a wireless version of the G633 Artemis Spectrum. Uses Logitech's own Pro G 40mm drivers, a foldable mic with a new pop filter, new style pop filter, I guess. Mesh textured ear cups. Volume and mute controls are on the left ear cup, like Logitech usually does. Uses a USB dongle for wireless connectivity, which gives you a good distance of up to around 50 feet. So good for, in your living room while playing on your 4K TV on your PlayStation 4. The headset will last around 15 hours on a charge and includes a 6.5-foot charging cable. The software side will allow you to adjust the levels on all 7 channels, which I don't think it has 7 separate drivers though.
No. It's a single 40mm.
740mm just wouldn't work. And allow you to enable and disable the Dolby Headphone X feature. And the G533 will be out this month, at the end of this month, for $150 USD.
Yeah, that's not bad. No, like I had the G930s before this, the wireless ones. I really liked them. They were good headphones.
Yeah, they're comfortable.
And the Dolby worked pretty well. I mean, it added a lot more. It changed the soundstage a lot, even though it's just software, of course. Yeah. But no, it changes the soundstage a lot. So no, I mean, if it's an updated version of that, a little bit better driver and everything, I think they'll be good. And I think that's the retail price of the 930s when I bought them was $150. Of course, I got them on sale for like $60 or something ridiculous. Of course, it was like 4 years later. But I mean, I loved the wireless headphones. They were nice. You don't have to worry about the cable or anything like that. If you can just wrap around your chair and you can get up really fast. Yeah, you won't rip out your head. Yeah, you did. The port, did you fix? How'd you fix it?
I shoved it.
So you just jammed it in there?
I just fucking King Konged it, and it just started working again. I don't know.
Perfect.
I was messing around with it. I had the top of the case off so I could see the board and the little port sticking up, and the solder points were on the bottom.
Oh, it's just the case?
What?
I thought you went in the back on the motherboard.
No.
So it's just the case.
I can show you very well. This cable's actually longer than I thought. Yeah, so the port is here.
Yeah.
And then underneath this case, there's a little board. No, because the front one is the one that's amplified. Because the wires go down and plug into the amplifier on the board, on the motherboard, and it amplifies the sound.
Really? The back port isn't amplified?
Nope.
Wow.
At least according to the instruction manual, it says the front port is what is amplified.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Well, I'll check mine because I like these. I had to plug it to the rear port and it sucked because, of course, it wasn't amplified. Yeah. So I doubt mine because I got the shitty. I can't even remember the brand. What is it? Realtek? Realtek, yeah.
Yeah.
Realtek 800.
This is Realtek, but I think
series.
It's a lower.
You have to upgrade it. You have the 1100 or 1150 or something like that. But yeah, my board still has the 890 crap. So it sucks.
Yeah, maybe.
So I don't know.
But yeah,
I'll have to look at that. Maybe
I was messing around with it. So like the board, it's got like a small board, and then it has the mic or the headphone port, mic port, and then it has the two USB 3.0s and then one USB 2.0.
No, I mean
that's USB 2.0s.
I thought he broke your motherboard.
Oh no!
And broke the motherboard. So I was like, that's expensive. I mean, you kind of want to get a new case anyways, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
it's a lot easier to replace that. It's cheaper to replace that than
right. So like I was messing around with it, and I noticed that if I put the headphones in, I was watching the little Realtek Manager thing or whatever come up and say, "Oh, you just plugged something into your port," and then I plugged it in, and nothing happened, and then I kind of push forward on it a little bit, and it would connect. And then I would let go and it would disconnect, and then push it forward and connect. And so I was like, damn it. So I was messing around with the board looking at it. I was like, oh man, am I going to have to solder this part, or am I going to have to solder that part? And so I just started pushing on it, and then I just started freaking pushing so hard on it that it bent all the way over, and I could see the pins underneath it. And I was like, holy shit, I went too far. I was like, now it's really broke. And I just bent it back to where it was pointing straight up and down. I plugged the headphones in. It's working perfectly fine. I don't know what I did, but I fixed it.
It's kind of like my laptop. I left my laptop sitting on the TV stand, plugged in, because I watched crap on it, Formula One or something like that. But I left it in, and the freaking cats ran across and threw the laptop off the thing, and it ripped the HDMI port out. But it broke the HDMI port. The little plastic, I don't know if you know the HDMI port. It has that little plastic in the middle, and the pins right on that. No, broke a corner of that off, so one of the pins is just kind of floating in the air. So now when I have to plug it in, it's the same kind of thing. It's there it is. That works. It sucks. I was very upset about that.
Yeah, you don't want to bend that pin.
I did have to go in there. I did have to go in and bend it because it was working, and then it bent because some plastic support's gone, so it bent over and started touching another context. I had to go in there and bend it back out a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah.
I start the stream. Tell this kid goodnight.
Yeah, now he's watching Happy Feet.
He's still up. She yells at him saying, "You're not staying up any later than what you are," and he's up.
Go beat him. Get that belt out.
Oh, she just said that he's not actually watching it, so now she's putting him to bed. All right. I think we can end the show there, I guess. We're at, an hour and a half?
Yeah. Yeah, the last article, I guess we could just briefly skim it. But basically, it's nothing. I read the article, and it's nothing. They're hoping that it might have something, but it's not. I mean, unless Amazon,
the reason why,
unless Amazon doesn't want people to know, it records and they keep data of everything.
That's what I'm saying. That's what this was about, because I was watching Tech Talk with Jay and Jerry on Thursday. Well, actually, I was watching it last Friday, and yeah, so I was watching their Tech Talk thing or whatever, an archived one. I wasn't watching it live, and they were talking about this. And the reason why they brought it up was not because of whether or not solving the case and all that other shit. We don't, whatever. It's the whole idea of whether or not Amazon is actually storing and listening to every damn thing you're actually saying in your house, or is it truly just waiting for the wake word Alexa before it starts recording to see what you say?
Well, I'm sure it's technically recording everything, but it doesn't store that data. They're not analyzing their data.
Or so we think.
So, was it Samsung and Vizio? Or was it just, I can't
No,
even
it was
remember.
Vizio.
Smart TVs.
Vizio was the one that got busted for
recording all your crap.
Yeah. It was the Vizio Smart TV that was recording everything. They got busted for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I honestly, if it came out and said that they've been recording everybody's conversations and storing that data, I wouldn't
Well,
be
that's so
surprised.
much valuable data for
Yeah,
Amazon.
I wouldn't be
So
surprised in the
I wouldn't
slightest.
surprise if they're doing it, but
But the one thing that they did say was that, I mean, it basically is just saying, the reason why I wanted to add this article is because it's just like just a reminder that with the Internet of
the
Things
Big
and
Brother's watching.
Big Brother is fucking watching. Just be, leery of it, because it can happen. I mean, it really can happen. The one thing that they were talking about, I think, was the one clue or whatever was that he has the home smart water device. Like, it has like a like
Yeah.
a smart meter for the water. And they said something about that the court records showed Bates's home ran 140 gallons of water between 1 and 3 a.m. Of the night in question. So it sounds like somebody was trying, but the first thing that came to my mind when I was reading it was like, man, it sounds like somebody was like really trying to clean up a nasty mess. You know what I mean? Or like trying to shower and get the blood off of him, but he just drowned in the hot tub. There was no like stabbings or chopping up body parts. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
never mind. So that, why would there be so much water used? Because 140
just,
gallons of water is a lot of water.
Yeah, it just puts holes in the guy's story where you said he fell asleep and then found out the guy was drowned.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, did he like, was the hot tub actually empty and he hurried up and filled it and then drowned him? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the hell do you use 140 gallons in 2 hours?
well, he probably drowned the guy that he felt bad, so he went and sat in the shower and cried. I don't know. Just make
Curled
stuff
up in a corner.
Yeah,
When
but
the
no,
water was sprayed.
essentially it's just putting holes in the guy's story
Yeah.
saying, oh, well, this guy can't be trusted, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
That's essentially all they can prove with that.
But yeah, so they were just talking back and forth about it. And I thought it was interesting that they were discussing about how, holy shit, like if Amazon is actually recording all of this crap all the time and storing the data, that's just wow.
Indeed.
Wow. And then there was another story about the Alexa thing where a 9-year-old kid or whatever like ordered all this expensive shit off of Amazon or whatever because she was like, Alexa, buy me this or whatever. And the parent's credit card or something was linked to the account so that way they could just order crap whenever they wanted to. And this little,
Oh, what was it?
I think the
I don't know if
9-year-old.
it was the same thing, but it was like this kid ordered a bunch of Pokemon stuff by using his mom's fingerprint when she was sleeping.
Oh my god, no, that wasn't this one.
That one I thought was funny too, because sleeping and used the fingerprint on the phone or whatever to order like $300 worth of Pokemon stuff for himself. I was dying laughing about that. But yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely crazy. Which is weird though. Like I was all right, so like I got that password manager, right? I changed like all my passwords, even my Amazon password, right? So I changed my Amazon password, but I never updated it on my PS3. But my PS3 can still go online and watch Prime videos.
What now?
My PS3,
yeah?
like I changed my Amazon password, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once I got my password manager, I made a really complex password.
6-year-old, not a 9-year-old. Sorry.
And then also I added 2-step verification on everything on my Amazon because I store credit cards and everything in there. No, I don't. I'm just kidding. I don't store anything in there. I delete everything. So, but anyways, so yeah, 2-step verification, 2-step and changed complex password.
Right.
But I did this like a while ago, but I set up my PS3 so I could watch Amazon Prime videos, right? Mm-hmm. A long time ago. I booted it up, log right in, start watching videos. Don't even have to re-enter the password or anything. I just thought that was weird. So it's like, well, can I go in and order like videos online? Because I mean,
yeah,
if there's a payment linked in there, but which I don't do. Nope. But if there's a credit card on file or whatever, would just charge the credit card. Or what I'd probably have. I hope Amazon would make it so you have to re-input the password to purchase everything. But still, it just kind of like, well, now I changed my passwords and then they can still just access my account.
Yeah, that's not good.
Because I think the same thing on my app on my phone. Maybe I did. I can't remember on the phone, but I swear because I have I don't know, maybe they're linked because they have multiple apps on the phone, like the Prime and then just a regular Amazon app and all this crap. I think I did it on the Amazon app, but the Prime app I never did. And I loaded up the Prime app one day, was looking at stuff, and I think I ordered something for Christmas off of it. I don't think it asked me my password again. So
Yeah, every time I go on Amazon, I usually go through the Chrome app on my phone, and then it always asks for my password.
Well, yeah, on the website, just like the Chrome app, every time I try to purchase something, I have to re-enter the password, which is fine. I'm good with that. But on the app, and I don't think I remember it made me ask my password, which I thought was weird. Amazon, you're messing up, man.
Yeah, it says
now some kid's gonna order $300 of the Pokemon stuff off my thing.
It was a 6-year-old, I guess, and it had recently received the Echo Dot as a holiday gift from her in-laws. However, the lady was surprised when she received a confirmation email for cookies and a dollhouse that had been ordered. The device had not been hooked up for long, and while she overheard her kids telling Alexa knock-knock jokes, because you can do that, the cost of the items on the invoice was no laughing matter. It was a $170 KidCraft dollhouse and 64 ounces or 4 pounds of those butter cookies, like your grandma used to have those blue tins of butter cookies. Yeah. So apparently she placed an order for this crap.
Alexa, I want a dollhouse and cookies.
And the picture shows a little girl standing next to.
See that video of that little kid starts talking to Alexa, but he doesn't speak very well.
No,
it's like a little kid, and he's kind of mumbling and stuff. And it's like, oh, you want something with porn, and starts reading off all this porn stuff. It's hilarious.
Oh my god.
The parents are like, Alexa, no, blah blah blah. Freaking out, dude, it's hilarious. But I feel bad for the kid because he's just like, I think he was trying to ask it a joke or I don't know, something stupid.
He just couldn't speak clearly.
It picked it up wrong. And the parents are sitting there screaming no, and the kid's face looks like he was in trouble. I felt so bad for the kid. Because like screaming no, just because it's saying oh blah 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 this that.
They were screaming no to Alexa, not the kid.
But the kid's face, he got so scared, like he did something wrong. I felt bad for him. But it's a funny video. You should definitely check it out if you can find it.
I'll have to do that. There was something else I was going to bring up after we started talking about this. I don't remember what it was now.
980 Ti or 1080 Ti. I hope it's good, man. I know it's going to be at $900, but I really hope it's like $800. God, dude, I don't know if I want to spend $800 on a video card.
Yeah, that is a lot of money.
See, my problem now is like I sold my car.
$650 for the 980 Ti. $650.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
That's a good deal.
But it's like the 1080 Ti is essentially just taking the place of the 980 Ti. So why is the 1080 Ti not $650?
Well, the 1080 is $600.
That's what I'm saying.
The thing is they price the
when the new series comes out, just make the 980 Ti like $300 or $250 or whatever, and then just take the price point. Just keep the same price point.
I hope they do, but
they're not. They can't. They can't make it $650 because the 1080 is over $650 already.
Well, they can drop the price down.
Yeah, they're not going to do that.
Saying. Yeah, no.
There's no reason to because AMD.
That's why I'm hoping in 9 hours and 46 minutes.
Come on,
Vega. So we'll see, but yeah, I mean, once they price the Titan X Pascal at $1,200, I knew that they're going to screw the price of the 980 Ti. Sorry, man. I'm sorry. We'll get off here in a minute. So,
is this somebody that we know?
I don't know. I don't think so. Do we know you in real life?
But why
it doesn't sound familiar.
No, but why would you
just make it a joke? Shut up! I'm trying to sleep, man.
No, what was it? Oh no! That's what I was gonna say because it is kind of tech related. You know the DJI Phantoms, the drones, like the 4K drones and stuff. Okay, well, I think this guy got like a Phantom 2 or Phantom 3. I don't remember which one it is, but it's like the big white, drone, like the big quadcopter thing. It has like the camera on it and all this other stuff. Well, he's like across the canal from my house and like 3 or 4 houses down to the east of me, right? And Cameron and I, my son, we're out in the backyard shooting BB guns into the canal, like just shooting like sticks and just random shit that was out there at the canal. So we're like just shooting stuff, just goofing off, and I hear this like kind of buzzing noise, and I'm like, I start looking around. I'm like, okay, that's a drone. I know that sound. So I'm looking around everywhere, and sure enough, there's a DJI Phantom, like probably, I don't know, 100, 200 feet in the air or whatever, but it's like down a little ways from us. And I'm sitting there looking at it. It had like the red and green blinking lights on it and all this other stuff. And the guy obviously got it for Christmas. And so he's like, he flies it up really high, and then he came back down, and then he went back up really high, and then he like started flying down one of the roads, and the thing was hauling ass. I mean, it's not even like a racing drone, and this thing was hauling some serious ass. And he's like, brought it back, and he was turning it around up there, and he was using the video camera on like this phone or tablet or whatever, so you could see where it was. And then he flew that damn thing to the west, like into the like towards the sunset. And it was so far away from us that I could barely see it. The tiniest little dot. I'm like sitting there trying to like, damn, is that it over there? And then all of a sudden, about 20 minutes later, I hear it go back over top of our heads, and I look back up, and Spike, my dog, he's like keeps looking up in the sky, like, what the hell is that noise? And then he goes down along the canal, like, so he's like 10, 15 feet above the water in the canal, and he's like flying through like the canal, like, trying to do like some
canyon.
Like a canyon run, and so he's like going through the canal, and then he comes back up, and he's like kind of right out from his house, but he was more towards us, and he started going across, and the lights were blinking. Like I noticed like all the lights were blinking on it, and I was like, oh, the battery's dying. And it has a thing to where if it senses that the battery, it'll safely land and start coming down. Well, it started coming down, but it was coming down on the slope of the canal, and it goes, and then all of a sudden it goes, and it like landed on the slope and then rocked over, and it was like 3 feet from going into the water. Like any further, and it would have went in the water. And then all of a sudden, as soon as it landed and the blade stopped and turned off, I hear somebody from like a couple houses down go, shit, like really loud. And I'm looking down the canal. I'm like, oh my God. And he climbs over his fence and from his backyard, which they have like these nice, like, like the plastic PVC, like privacy fences, like the really expensive ones. And he climbs over it and like just kind of like falls over the other side. And I go, it's safe, man. It's safe. I can see it. It's right over here. And he's like, oh my God. Oh my God. He's like freaking out. It was so funny though. I was like, damn, man.
Yes.
And he goes, this is my first time flying it, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, you almost lost that shit. I mean, he was
careful when you go down to get it.
He was flying it around for a good 35, 45 minutes. And I mean, he was hauling ass. He wasn't like, I'm just cautiously flying, taking video of somebody. I mean, he was like revving that thing out, so I'm surprised it lasted that long.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh my God, it was so funny.
Last for like 5-10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. You just see it coming down real slow, and it lands, and it turns off, and you hear shit. And you see this guy like hurdling the fence.
Yeah, indeed.
I was like, I can see it, dude. It's okay.
Indeed.
Damn, man. Like I'd shit myself. That thing's like $1,300 or something.
Yeah, pricey for sure.
But I think my next expensive piece of equipment I want to get is a GoPro. I really do want to get a GoPro and do some like water related things with Cameron and stuff, like at the beach and everything.
Yeah, the new ones are pretty good. Like mine was okay, but that little fisheye lens or whatever kind of sucked. So the newer ones with the flat lenses make it a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd definitely love to get a new one, but
be good for some car videos.
The only thing is the 1440p. Like right now, I mean, technically I have a 22-inch and then two 23-inch monitors, but they're all close to the same height. Anyways.
Are you going off topic or... You started talking about a monitor now, right? Like you're not even talking about the GoPro. I'm just talking because the GoPro shoots 4K or 1080.
Well, I'm just talking like big purchases, the 1080 Ti and a 1440p. But just 1440p monitors pretty much only come in 27 inch, so it'd be like a 27 in the middle and two 24s on the side. So it's like
I gotta buy just 3 27 inch.
Screws that symmetry. But then if it's like 3 27s, it's like too big. It's overhanging, and it's just I don't know. So I got to figure out exactly what
you got to be like that guy Jerry and buy like 3 50-inch 4K TVs.
Yeah,
So
but no, then I was
retarded.
thinking, I was like, okay, maybe I'll move my desk over a little bit and do the 1440p right in front of me, and then stack the 1080s,
Yeah, that would work.
something. So I'm like, I don't know how to set it up yet, so I gotta think about that before I buy it,
I wouldn't.
or
I
maybe
wouldn't need to think. I would just be like, I'm doing
that'll
the
be.
27 inch, and then I'll figure it out after I get the 27 inch.
I might just get the 27 inch.
Because you
I think
need it. I mean, you want the
is-
you monitor. You have no choice but to make it work. It's either you have the monitor or you don't.
because technically, I mean, these two crappy side monitors, like I need to get new ones anyways. So, I mean, I could do any setup I want. I could do 327s if I wanted to, but I
That'd
don't
be
really want to.
expensive. What 1440p would you go with? Like, what brand? Do you even know a model that you're interested in?
Not really. IPS 1440p. I think Acer makes one that's like $400. That's not horrible
No,
for a
it's not.
1440p IPS. So 144 hertz or 165 hertz. I don't know, something like that.
Really?
Yeah. So
1440p,
there's
144 hertz IPS.
Mhm.
Acer XB270HU.
something. I think it's a FreeSync as well.
That one kind of got crappy reviews. God, need that one.
I haven't read it up on them at all. So there's that. I think there's an Asus one that's not too bad. They all use the same.
WQHD. That's the one I was thinking of.
He's back. Shh, sorry. We'll whisper from now on. Try not to wake you.
The WQHD was the one I was thinking about earlier. It's
Oh, okay.
wide, I guess.
Yeah.
But this one's 2560 by 1440, so it's 21 by 9. Right? No, 16 by 9. It says 16 by 9, but it's 2560 by 1440. Seems.
Oh yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah, I guess that is right. 144 hertz refresh. G-Sync. Is it IPS?
G-Sync. No, I don't know about.
No, this one
G-Sync
is G-Sync.
Makes it like $600 minimum.
No, this one's 870.
Yeah. So no, there's a FreeSync, or maybe it doesn't have any. Sync,
NVIDIA G-Sync. Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah, there's a cheap 1440p 144 hertz. I haven't seen the reviews on it, but I mean,
Acer XG270HU.
Like the picture quality can't be any worse than a TN 144 hertz. I'm thinking so.
Yeah, it's AMD FreeSync 2560 by 1440. I think it's only 60 hertz though.
Oh, let me find it.
This one's only 60 hertz.
Ooh, IPS.
Still
Here it is.
on
144
You're already done
hertz.
playing Titanfall? What the hell? What did you do? Play like one match?
Yeah, he got wrecked because he sucks.
He got destroyed.
Best budget. Wait, where is it? Overclock display. No. Entry 1440p. No. Where is it? Incredible 1440p. Yeah, it's the Asus Predator. I think it's the same.
Acer, not Asus. 5 or 6. I pwned as usual. My eyes hurt. Need glasses. I need glasses.
Yeah, the Asus is like $600. The Acer, I think, is cheaper. The Acer was like, you can get it on sale when it goes on sale. It's, oh boy, not that one. Unless I click the G thing.
This Asus is $550.
Yeah, it goes on sale sometimes. Dude, for like
built-in speakers. Fuck that.
Mine has built-in speakers.
I know, it's dumb. Like, yeah, unnecessary money.
Oh, I agree completely. So
not cool, bro. Not cool. You're not cool.
So we'll see. I'd love to get that, but
see, I want
$450 monitor.
If I'm gonna do it,
$900 video card. Oh my gosh!
If I'm gonna do it, I want a 4K monitor, like for doing like video editing.
Well, for video editing, yeah. I mean, I might get like
But it's so expensive.
one of my secondary monitors. I might get a 27-inch 4K. It's for doing like video editing stuff like that.
You're not gonna do any video editing. Shut your mouth.
Fine, screw you.
You'll never do any video editing. Yeah, that's true. No, man, you're running ads. I don't want to run ads.
My bad.
27-inch IPS LED 4K UHD FreeSync monitor, $500.
Was it 60 hertz?
Yeah.
That's not too bad. 60 hertz.
60 hertz is all I need because I'm only going to be doing 30 frames per second.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see.
I won't game on it.
No, definitely not. What's this?
I mean, I would game on it like just to be funny.
G-Sync? No,
Like to see
FreeSync. AMD FreeSync. G-Sync adds $200 to the price.
Well, AMD FreeSync won't work on yours.
I thought it worked on both NVIDIA and.
Does it? I thought it only worked on AMD, which is why it says AMD FreeSync.
Well, it's AMD's technology, but I think it works on any of them.
Does it?
I think so. I'll have to check that. But I'm going Vega, bro. Vega in 9 hours and 34 minutes.
I'm really curious. Oh, no gaming.
Me too.
All right, everybody. This has been Techtopia TV, Week of Technology. Well, actually, I don't even know why I'm doing a sign off because I'm going to edit all this shit off anyway.
Well, you can put the sign off in there. So we'll
Okay,
just
I'll put the
act
sign
like
off.
that. No, that's stuff in. All right,
It's
ready?
been a Week in Technology.
Wait, no, you got to do it. Wait, you got to do a quick pause. All right. 5-second pause, then we'll do it.
Okay. All right, this has been a Week in Technology with Techtopia TV, and we will be back next Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In the meantime, you can follow me, or us, I guess, technically, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I forgot what they all were. Google Plus.
You need to get rid of that Google Plus and put an Instagram.
I think I already said Twitter, didn't I? Facebook,
yes,
Instagram, YouTube, Techtopia TV. Go check out some of my videos. I did a review recently of the K70 RGB Quickfire and Rapid Fire, not Quickfire. I have a Quickfire. And I also did a follow-up on my Maxnomic chair, which has actually gotten some pretty good feedback. Everybody has absolutely loved that video, and
yeah, I think it's definitely a good idea because
really happy. Yeah, really happy that I did that video. So
if you want to know his thoughts on the Maxnomic chair after a year of ownership, click here.
Yes, click somewhere.
Whatever.
And we'll be back next week, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace out.
Peace.